welcome, NIMErs, to Concert 2. So hopefully you're well fed and you've had a lot of exciting discussions today in paper and poster sessions, and we're there for a really beautiful keynote by Claire. So hopefully you've had a great day and you are ready for some fantastic performances. So we've got two more events tonight. There is a concert at the Big Band Room in the Music Building after this, so don't go to sleep just after the concert. Before we get started properly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Ngunnawal people, as the First Nations people who are the traditional owners and custodians of the land. And I would like to pay my respects to the elders, lords, customs, and creation spirits, and recognize that these lands have always been places of teaching, research, and learning. So tonight we have a little bit of a program change, a modification. On your program you'll see that we were meant to start with a performance by Seth Thorne, who I think might be asleep because he's in Arizona in the United States, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully we'll get him online for later in the concert, because it'll be a very fantastic performance. So anyone that saw his paper presentation today, hopefully you're excited for his performance. So we will instead start with Taurin's performance, and before that, I'm going to give you a few housekeeping notes. If you were here last night, you know that these doors are very loud, so we're going to ask that if you have to leave, you could do it between sets. Leave if you have to leave, take care of yourself, but if and when you come back in, please make sure that's between pieces during applauses, because it's quite loud, the doors are sticky, and it's going to perhaps be distracting. There are also some potential hazards, so I don't want to spoil it, but please watch yourself. If you need to get up and leave after Taurin's performance, please watch yourself. So there'll be a little bit of cleanup, no tripping. There will be an audience participation piece. Davor's piece is audience participation. So before that piece, yes, please put your phones on do not disturb, on airplane mode, on silent, whatever. But for his piece, we'll need you to get your phones out and make sure they are not on silent, because they are a critical part of the performance. And I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nicole Carroll. I have emailed many of you. I'm one of your music chairs, along with Sophie Rose, who did not introduce herself last night. I don't think. You'll see some more of Sophie tonight. So, Charles, any other housekeeping things? Okay, great. So, as Taurin prepares himself, I'm going to read you the program notes, noting that these program notes are from the camera-ready submissions. Amazing, and you can access them in their entirety from the links on the website. So thank everyone in the committee who made that happen in a timely manner. Amazing. So Gaia is Hanging by a Thread is an interactive audiovisual performance that investigates the intersection of art, technology, and environmental sustainability through participatory electronics. This 6-minute piece employs a DIY solar-powered synthesizer and custom audiovisual processing software created in Max to create a dynamic circuit of sound and imagery, collectively modulated by audience interaction. This work challenges traditional paradigms of electronic art by emphasizing communal creation and environmental consciousness. Through this collaborative framework, Gaia is Hanging by a Thread serves as both artistic expression and critical intervention, exploring how electronic instruments can engage with pressing questions of technological sustainability and collective environmental responsibility. At the heart of this performance is the Solar Punk Console, a solar-powered capacitive synthesizer that embodies the solar punk ethos of sustainable technology and community interconnectedness. This synthesizer not only harnesses solar energy, but also invites audience participation as conductive threads connected to the solar punk console's synthesis control inputs are deployed into the audience during performance. Participants are encouraged to hold, manipulate, or pass through threads, forming a complex electronic circuit within the performance venue. This interaction directly impacts both the audio output and visual atmosphere of the performance space using audiovisual processing software created in Max. This piece utilizes feedback in both audio and visual systems to blur the lines between performer, audience, and environment, as collective actions of the audience shape the interwoven synesthetic sensory experience in real time. One more, good, okay. Thank you, Taurin. So for anyone that didn't come in just hang out before the show and did not have a chance to look at the boards that Taurin designed, you should have a quick look after the concert because they're really beautiful and aesthetics matters. So it's not just about the circuits, you know. Yeah, they're beautiful. So our next performance is by Sophie Rose, who, if you were here last night, she entertained us all with some jokes. I don't know, can you call them jokes? Were they funny? Are NIME jokes funny? I don't know, but maybe they're funny to us. So she's going to grace us with 2 performances tonight. The first one is Breathing One. And about this piece, Sophie writes that breath is both deeply personal and profoundly universal. It marks the rhythms of our existence, our presence, our panic, our survival. Breathing One externalizes the unseen, transforming breath and bilateral movement into sound, gesture, and light. This work unfolds in an immersive, multi-channel sonic environment where asymmetric arm and hand movements disrupt and reshape breath-based vocalizations. Data gloves capture the performer's gestures, distorting live and sampled breath into fractured, looping textures. Visual projections, pulsing torus meshes that expand and contract, mirror the instability of panic, their forms echoing the movement of oxygen in the bloodstream. At its core, Breathing One explores the tension between disconnection and control, between the body's automatic rhythms and the disruption of trauma. As Adriana Cabrera writes, nothing more than the act of breathing is able to testify to the proximity of human beings to one another. Nothing else better confirms their communication. To signify the essence of being alive, here breath is more than survival. It becomes communication, rupture, and ultimately an attempt at reconnection. Is Sophie ready?
Wasn't it? Max decided it wasn't ready.
Jokes.
Is it time for NIME jokes?
That's genuinely part of it, but Max, why do you hate me?
Okay.
This?
Charles said I don't get to do jokes tonight because we've had enough jokes, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Jokes?
Send me a go message.
One more joke. Okay.
You're sending a go message.
Oh, okay. Here's one.
Are we
Who's there?
getting any... Hello? No, we're getting half of our visuals. All right, we're going to do a restart.
Okay.
We're going to do a restart.
All right.
Can you mute me for a sec?
Okay. How do you celebrate 2 NIMErs' wedding? I feel like there's got to be someone in here that knows this. You ring the church bellas? Not my joke. These are actually apparently from last year's NIME. So if you were there last year in Utrecht, that one's new? Oh.
I composed it last night.
Okay, thank you. Oh, how do you cheer up a sad NIMER?
Get married.
No, that's not the answer. Just put on your happiest interface. And I can say that that's maybe a triggering situation. How many of us have had interface problems as we're just about to start performing? Raise of hands. Yes, yeah. We learn things. Why are NIMErs never hungry? This is not good. Something about granola?
We had that last night. Granola synthesis.
Yeah, granola synthesis. Okay. I might abandon some jokes for some story time, even though Charles says I'm not allowed to do story time, because we're, I guess maybe it's awkward to stand up here talking, and I can't see anyone, so I don't know who's laughing or who's like giving me she needs to get off. I would like to say it's been amazing to be one of the music chairs this year. The first, after the admin of setting that up, the best part was reading and watching every submission. Yes. I will say for every person that we see here performing, there's a couple of other amazing pieces that didn't get in, maybe because they're just not ready, but that's okay, because what I saw was that the community has so much diversity in the work, and a lot of it is still in development, and that's really exciting. Some of those pieces that aren't here this year may be here, in London, will be at NIME next year. So just seeing some of those works and what's cooking is really exciting. Sorry. I will say that I'm very excited to MC this particular concert, because this is the concert of old colleagues and friends. Taurin and I go way back to New York City, Harvest Works, circa 2010, when we were engineering. I was building systems for other people. I got paid to build systems for other people. It was a pretty good job. And to come to NIME and see the development of people's works over many years it's such a joy, and it's just like, this is the best community. I mean, you go to Seamus and you hear acousmatic pieces and you're like, yeah, dude, sounds just like the piece you played last year. Not to say too much about acousmatic composers. I'm one of those composers. It's a cell phone. But when you come to NIME and you see like tangible things, interactive work, like current technology being used, built, created, repurposed, it's amazing. This is the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you good?
All right.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Dear Max, I hate you. Love, Sophie.
Okay, the next piece we have for you, little intermission while Sophie gets set up for her next piece, is a piece by Molly Joyce. And unfortunately, like many of our delegates, Molly could not join us, so she has prepared a fixed media video. And this piece, State Change, Merging Adaptive Music Technology with Disability Aesthetics. About this piece, she writes that August 6th, 1999 is the opening track from State Change, a forthcoming album that utilizes surgical records as musical lyrics, combined with oral material produced from various accelerometer and motion capture systems. The album underscores the oral with the medical, ultimately seeking a musical manifestation of acquired disability. State Change showcases my experimentation with adaptive music technologies, such as the music user and gesture interface control device developed by violinist and composer Maurice Oeser. And it is a small, versatile, and affordable prototype motion sensor that uses movements to control software parameters. Are we ready?
Yeah.
So Sophie Rose's next piece is Breathing 3. And about this, she writes that breath is more than survival. It is memory, movement, and connection. Breathing 3 is the final piece in a 3-part series that externalizes emotional responses to trauma, exploring the body's search for reconnection and resolution. Through midline crossing and sequenced movement patterns, the performer traces a path from psychological fragmentation to unity. Mimu data gloves capture gestural movement in real time, transforming hand and arm motions into a layered soundscape of live vocal sampling. Open hand gestures extend outward and draw inward, mapping to sustained melodic lines, while bird-like formatations, fingers flexing and unfolding, trigger harmonic layers and spatialized echoes. Prayer hand movements send reverberant waves through the sound field, reinforcing themes of unity and self-reintegration. Real-time particle cloud projections generated from movement data swirl and converge around the performer, evoking shamanic ritual and animist traditions. As breath, movement, and sound merge, Breathing 3 invites the audience into a space of transformation where embodied memory dissolves and a new sense of self begins to take shape. While Davor gets set up, just a few reminders. I'm not going to read his program notes because he's got instructions for you. And again, turn your phones off of silent. Next concert, 9 o'clock in the music building. It's just over there. If you get lost, follow the crowd. Hopefully there will be a herd of people migrating. If you find yourself alone, there are some maps on the registration table just out in the foyer. And what else? 9 o'clock tomorrow. So, yeah, I know, it makes a long day, but there's so much exciting work. We gotta, see as much as we can. Are you ready? You let me know when you're ready. Okay, Davor is going to tell you about his work. We're in this together, and unless I hear from Seth in the next couple of minutes, this will be the final work for tonight. For this concert, and then we'll see you across the street.
Well, thank you so much, Nicole. I thank you, NIME community, for this is my first time here, first time in Australia. I'm really loving it here. Very simply, this is a piece that has a little bit of interaction for the audience. On the left, you will find a web app, which was created and co-designed with a colleague of mine, Maurice Oeser, who cannot be tonight with us, but in spirit he is. For those of you who have not yet been able to connect yourself to the network, you have a free Wi-Fi here at NU Secure, and then it's going to pop up a window. You have to write this as an account name, NIME2025, and password is all capitals NIME2025. So you can start doing that as we're talking. So cell phones need to be off the silence mode. If somebody accidentally receives a call, it's okay, just hang up. It's fine, it happens. Yeah, and then I would be super appreciative at the end. I'm gonna pop back this other QR code for the survey. It's like 7 questions. Yeah, I'd be very appreciative if you could fill it out. But yeah, because we're still developing, and this is a new stage of this. And we've added one particular new module, which is the record one. So when you press that little microphone button, you're going to have about 3 seconds. You're going to see a slider during which you can give like a message. You can sing, you can talk, you can big box, whatever you want. And then all of your sounds are going to quickly be downloaded to my computer, and I'm going to do some additional sounds that are going to come out of here. If you are not happy with what you did, you can retry, but be aware that you have a limited time to record yourself. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore, and let's start the show.
rapidly expanded as a field in academia and as an industry. Die Politik ist ein strategischer